The recipients is generously sponsored by the Saka family and by Yalad Avram Foreman for a full Shlema of Adasa Rocha Bas Achana Golda. We are going to continue. We concluded Modim Atov Shimchal Lacham Al Laodos, and after much lobbying, we're going to continue with Birchas Kohanim, mostly lobbying by the Kohanim themselves. But the Torah tells us we have a special mitzvah to honor the Kohanim V'Kidashta. We have to honor them. So if they asked us to learn this part of Siddur Snippets, we will we'll add it in as well. So after L'chan Al Laodos, before Sim Shalom, we insert we're in Eretz Yisrael or outside of Eretz Yisrael on the Yom Tovim. We duchen. Duchen means the platform. The Kohanim come up and they fulfill the mitzvah incumbent on them, which is to offer their bracha to the Jewish people. Interestingly, there's a mitzvah, Kosav Orchos B'nai Yisrael, there's a mitzvah for the Kohanim to bestow a bracha, but there's also a mitzvah in a very unusual fashion for the Yisraelim, for everybody else gathered, to receive the bracha. Unlike other mitzvahs that we have, the Gemara in Sota Daf Lamed Ches tells us, Minayin shakadosh baruch hu mis'ava levarach es Yisrael. Where do we know that Hashem desires, He wants, He longs to give a bracha? V'samu shmi'al b'nei Yisrael v'ani avarcheim. So the Sfarim say that if that's true, that Kadosh Baruch Hu is mis'ava to give a bracha, we have a mitzvah to receive the bracha. There's not only a mitzvah on the Kohanim to bestow, to transmit, but we should seek it out. In fact, there are some righteous people, Sephardim, even outside of Israel, duchen each and every day. So maybe we are blessed to have a Sephardic minyan in our shul, more than one every morning. Maybe someone should find their way in there, especially if you're in need of a bracha. If you have a bad dream and you're in need of resolving it, relieving it, then you should stop by to get that bracha that is available and accessible to all of us. Why taka in Chutz La'aretz do we only duchen on Yom Tovim? So Ramon or Chaim, Siman Kuf Chav Ches, Seif Mem Dal, the Rama writes, Nagu b'chol medinos elu she'ein nosen kapayim ela b'yontif. The minhag in Krakow, the minhag outside of Israel, in the diaspora, in the Gullus, is to only duchen on Yontif. Mishum she'az shruyim b'simchas Yontif, the tov leiv hu yivarich. This is a startling, astounding, amazing Rama. Listen to this Rama. The Rama says, a Yid, a Jew, just being in Israel, in Eretz Yisrael, is a source of simcha. This ballistic missile raining down on your head. Halavai is a ceasefire. Hopefully it's all over. It stopped. Maybe Hamas, we daven, will also throw in the towel, realizing they have no more support. Halavai, we should hear besoros tovos. But no matter what's happening, you could be on your way running into a bomb shelter. You're besimcha. It's an amazing thing. Israel this past year and a half has fought a war on 7 fronts, and yet in the happiness index that's measured countries around the world, Israel consistently ranks among the happiest countries in the world. Happy? In and out of bomb shelters, sending children off to war? Happy? A Jew, a Yid in their natural habitat, a fish in water. We just learned in the Daf. A Jew is happy. A Jew is happy. So the Ramah says, in Eretz Yisrael, it doesn't matter what's happening in your life. You're happy each and every day. They duchen every day. But says the Ramah, writing in Krakow in Poland, writes the Ramah, the Jews of Eastern Europe, the Jews of the diaspora, anti-Semitism on the rise, campus protests and rallies, members of Congress who are virulently anti-Semitic. So how could one be besimcha in Chutz La'aretz, except on Yontif, where you have an obligation of a samachta b'chagecha? So people don't appreciate or realize the very fact that we only duchen on Yontif in Chutz La'aretz is a reflection that a Jew, we're maladjusted. It's not where we belong. It's not our natural habitat. We're still running and fleeing. We're guests. So much so that the Kohanim, with the prerequisite to giving the bracha, is bi'ava, is besimcha. So tov lev hu yivarich, and a person can't be tov lev as long as they are in Galus Masha'en. You could be in Israel, and no matter what's happening, just being in Israel, the Ramah writes. Now it's a Ramah. That's why that's the Ashkenazi practice. Sephardim are happy everywhere. Sephardim can be happy everywhere. That's why the Machaber doesn't have this limitation of the Ramah, and Sephardim duchen each and every day. But why do they duchen dafka here, dafka now? Why not duchen before Shema? Why not duchen after Tachanun? It's a pasuk in the Torah, Kosav Orchos B'nai Yisrael, you have to give a bracha. It doesn't say where you give the bracha. The whole Amidah is the Rabbanan. The Amidah was authored by the Anshe Knesset Sagedola. So why was duchening, or our version of it, where we read the bracha Mishuleshes, Birchas Kohanim, we read the same bracha, even if it's not the Kohanim bestowing it? Why was it inserted here after Ulachan El Laodos, after Modim, before Sim Shalom? So the Torah addresses this, and the Torah writes, that same Sim and Kuf Chav Ches, Achar Odah Birchas Kohanim, Dechsev Vayisa Arnas Yadav Ala'am Vayivarchim, Ve'ed Me'asos Achatas, Kvar amal achar avoda bracha. So you see that after avoda comes bracha from the pasuk. Vayisa Aaron lifted his hands and he gave a bracha, and that was right after he brought a korban chatas. So following avoda, after a person has fulfilled coming close to Hashem, after a person has repaired, transformed, improved themselves, now they're in a position to be a conduit and to bestow a bracha. Vayaroy la'omra writes the Tur. The truth is miyan achar avoda. It should have said ritzei, and then Birchas Kohanim, and then v'sachazen einenu and modim. Ela avoda v'hodah chadam milsi. But we couldn't interrupt between ritzei and modim because avoda and hodah are zel bazach, are the same thing. We spoke about that at the beginning of modim. So v'davka shliach tzibur omer ata avayachid ein la'omra. So the Tur says that the Kohanim are in a position, the Kohanim are charged to give that bracha after a reference to avoda. It's the offering of the avoda that purifies them, that positions them, that empowers them to give the bracha. Really, duchening should have been after ritzei, but avoda odah are chada milsa, they go together, and therefore after modim comes the birchas kohanim. Alternatively, the final bracha of sim shalom, which is the 19th bracha of the Amidah, comes immediately after birchas kohanim, and serves as a sign that Hashem has consummated this bracha. If you look at the words of sim shalom, they're essentially an affirmation of what the Kohanim might give us in the bracha. So sim shalom, asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu to put his stamp, to put his approval, to put his consent, to reinforce what the Kohanim are saying. So according to one opinion, it's coming after avoda, which goes with modim. According to the other opinion, it's coming before sim shalom. But either way, that's why we say it here and not at any other point in the davening. And we'll continue by going through the bracha mishulashas, the birchas kohanim inside.